Hi everyone, good evening. So today we'll discuss about Oracle Fusion Financials implementation, the project life cycle. Okay? How the implementation project life cycle we have, how we will implement from another ERP application to Fusion. So today's cloud implementation life cycle latest approach. Okay. So now, as of now, most of the organizations are using OUM methodology. Which methodology? OUM methodology. That is a Oracle methodology. Since 2016 onwards, this methodology every organization is following, and some organizations are following their own. Okay, total 6 phases in any implementation. Okay, so number one, analyze and prepare. Second, plan and design. Third, configure and build. Fourth, validate and test. Fifth one, transition and go live. Sixth, post production and hypercare phase. Okay, and these are the 6 main phases in the any implementation, any ERP implementation project life cycle. Okay, before implementing, okay, if any customer is moving to background of the project, how the project will get signed off, how the contract we get it. Okay, let's take about background of the project sign up. Okay, once project is okay, now assessment of ERP application means Oracle Fusion ERP application. They will do the assessment. The particular client will. If a company is not using any ERP, using okay ERP, they any organization which are like not a fully ERP application. These are the spreadsheet Excel sheets. Okay, using old ERP like Tally, QuickBooks, like Tally is the old ERP. SAP also it's been like 30-35 years. Now, whoever is any customer, whoever is using application, Oracle Fusion ERP application. This is a background of the project, how the project gets signed off. Okay, so there is a RFP process. Okay, any organization they follow the RFP process. Vendor outside of their organization, they will take the requirements, scope, custom components, timelines, charge for the project. So these are main things which they handle it. Okay, their RFP, like in this amount will be mentioned in the RFP. They will quote, every vendor will quote it, and they will analyze along with the client. Okay, evaluate all top 5 are invited for the presentations. Maybe top 5 or top 10, top 3, they will select presentations to demonstrate how they are, how many stages they will implement it, what cost one, what is the means one, everything. They will select one or multiple vendors like to implement project. They can multiple vendors as well. Okay? For one vendor, they can give APAR, another vendor can give other modules. Client decision. Okay. Then if everything is there, okay, if everything is there, then we get the cycle contract. That we call as in real time SOW, statement of work or scope of work. Very, very important. Now, starting of business transformation. Okay, we call it as a starting of a business transformation. Old ERP application to moving to a new ERP application, and they are going to this fusion. Okay, as analyze and prepare. What is the state? What are we going to? Okay, it's the first phase. Okay, so onboarding the consultants from both sides, like business side and vendor side. They will onboard the consultants. Office travel into client place or client vendor office. These are the project plans. Next, ready. Vendor is not implement project example. Okay, everything is ready. Okay, they have set up their everything, their infrastructure, office, everything is ready. Okay. Now, readiness. Vendor is ready to implement the project. They wanted to start. Client side, they're not ready at the time due to year-end closing of all the books. So there should be mutual understanding. From readiness point of view, vendor and client should be agreed to start the implementation process. Okay, it depends on the time informed from mutual and it is client confirmed to start the implementation. Okay, the 26. Okay, next orientation. Okay, so each side the consultant, not only consultant, employees also onboarded in different department, different functional side, whatever it may be. Okay, architectures, so many. Orientation should be given. Okay, both the side consultants will be given orientation of the project implementation. Means how many months this implementation project is going to do, who is responsible for what mode. Okay, all these things will be given a brief orientation for both the sides. Okay, next, custom development. How many third-party systems are using the client which is using third-party systems? Okay, all this will analyze and prepare. Next, second stage, plan and design. Very important. Starting of the high level solution architecture delivery approach, like the implementation project may fall under phase wise, release wise, global design. Okay, phase wise means they can decide how the implementation. Suppose the particular client is handling, or the particular client is okay operating their business around the globe. Okay, how they want to implement? They want to implement phase wise for few countries, Asian countries, or release wise. How they want to? Global design means at single stage, like they will design everything for the at one time to around the wherever they are operating their businesses. Okay, it depends plan and design. Next, configure and build, main phase where our functional setup starts. Our consultants. Okay, functional setup configuration and development one. There might be so many instances, but it starts with the one. Okay. Custom components builds like reports and integrations. Okay, there might be any organization, we will use the reports, okay, and integration, both functional and technical side. Okay, this will be done. Okay, function setup configuration, everything is done, build everything. Now, consultant, technical consultant, they have to present the demo to the clients. Okay, next, data migration. Okay, suppose which ERP application they are using. Okay, how much data they want to load, how many for how many years, 5 years, 10 years. Okay, all those things, data migration. Next, security roles and privileges required, very important. Okay, what are the roles required for the consultant? Okay, what privileges we have to provide for particular consultant who are working in. Okay, next, validation and test. So very important. Okay, validation and test means end users will perform a testing. Our part is a consultant where we configure the all the setups, where will the application. Okay, everything is done from our side. Then we will do some QA as well. We will do some testing in the phase of dev one or maybe in a test environments. But very important, validation test. End users will perform. Okay, end users will perform. UAT, user acceptance testing. All components, unit testing, performance testing, security end-to-end, all the bugs means the user perform and say as per the configuration, any issues, any bugs is that has to fix. The consultant will everything is fixed all in validation test level. Now very important, transition and go live. Okay, now we have set up everything in production instance. Okay, as of now everything is in a development stage where we have instances that is not a real data. Once that move to the transition go live from an old ERP to new ERP application, fusion application, transition happening from old legacy system to new cloud system. Okay, migrating configuration and custom components, development and UAT instances to production environments. Whatever we have developed here, whatever we configured, that has to move to production instance as well. Okay, very important. Okay, next, this project might be 1 year implementation. Okay, users business start a new system from 1st Jan 27 go live. There might be transition day go live date from Jan 27. Okay, from Jan 27 onward, fusion application. Okay, Oracle fusion application. Next, after going live, then what final stage? That is post go live support. Okay, because this fusion application will be new to the end users client side. Okay, we need to provide basic so there is a everything is involved in the SOW. Okay, like how many months we are going to support post go live support? Is it like 4 months? Is it like 3 months? It is everything is mentioned in the SOW. Maintenance, updates, enhancements, adoption assessment to realize the benefits of the fusion application, client gain from implementation. Suppose now implemented, out of this, what client is gaining? Is there any benefit for the client? Okay. We have implemented, but there should be a benefit to the client that we have to assess. Okay, we have to take feedback. How they are feeling. Is it okay? Any manual work reduced? Okay, how streamlined with the fusion application? How easy to we should assessment. Okay, very what is the 6 stages any implementation project? This is a simple, okay, and basic overview of the implementation project. Cloud Finance Guru Institute